नमस्कार दोस्तों. Let's see what is prismatic compass. The compass is used extensively by ships, aircrafts, and various branches of armies. Its needle always points towards north. The prismatic compass are of two types. One is dry and another is liquid. In the army, liquid prismatic compass type third are used. So this is the notch, this is tongue, this is tongue. Now this is luminous strip, and this is glass window, this is glass protector, then this is hairline, and this is lid, and this is sliding slot, prism, this is eye hole, and this is prism case, this is milled vein, and this is compass case, this is thumb ring, this is ring notch, this is यहाँ पे एक स्केल होता है, ये रोटरी ग्लास, and this is dial, arrowhead, clamping screw, डायरेक्शन मार्क. यहाँ पे एरो होता है जिस टाइप से हम लोग इसको यूज़ करते हैं, तो ये डायरेक्शन हेयरलाइन से जहाँ पे नोट में मैच होती है तो वो डायरेक्शन में पता चल जाता है कि ये डायरेक्शन है. नाउ दिस इज सेटिंग वेन, लबर लाइन, luminous strip. Now let's see the parts. The names of various parts of compass are the card or dial. Where is the card or dial? This is here. The card or dial. The card floats in a heavy liquid and shows the main points of the compass and graduated round the edge into 360 degree of the circle. This set of figure is divided into the nearest of 5 degree. These figures are seen when taking compass bearing. The compass dial is made up of mica, which is stayed on a needle known as pivot. There is an arrow mark on dial which indicates north direction and to depict other direction. First word is written, example east for east, E for east, W for west, and S for south. The milled vein. After loosening the clamping screw, when dial upper cover is moved and a ring of grass having 36 cuts moves, and this is shown as milled vein. On this 360 degrees depicted, but there is no zero in front of numbers. This 210 degree appears at 21 degree. This is more clearer, right? Let's see. The milled vein is used during the night. 1 minute. Okay. The milled vein is used during night march for changing direction. The prism. This is the prism. Inside the prism case, there is a mirror, which is known as prism. In physics, also we know that this is prism is a type of glass with in refracting and scattering of light, we see that when white light passes through it, it will give 7 colors, vibgyor. So what the prism, inside the prism case there is a mirror which is known as prism. The case has an eye hole above which it is slotted so that the hairline on the window can be seen. When taking a bearing, the prism can be focused by pushing the casing up or down. Uses of prismatic compass to take bearing of object. This is very important topic, I'm telling you. The same question it will come, like describe what is prismatic compass and describe its parts. So you need to write everything, and it will be very helpful in your NCC CSERT exam. To take bearing of object, to find out north, and to set a map, to find one's own position and other objects on the map, to march on a particular bearing so as to reach a fixed point. To take a bearing, keep the prism on the left hand open prism lid and keep it at 90 degree. Then turn the prism casing over so that it lies flat on the face of the compass. Put your thumb through the ring and force finger underneath the compass and hold it so that it is level. Then bring the prism up to right eye level and then close left eye. Then see hairline through the prism and bring eye and the spot where bearing is to be taken in one alignment. Then read the degree on the outer side of the dial. Now setting the degree by compass for marching. Suppose somebody wants or march on 220 degree of the compass. For this open the compass and keep on the left hand and loosen the clamping screw. Okay, what it's saying, somebody wants to march 220 degree of the compass. For this open the compass, okay, खोलिए compass and keep on the left hand, अपने लेफ्ट हैंड में रखो एंड लूजन द क्लैंपिंग स्क्रू एंड इसको लूज करो. ठीक है, कहाँ थे? हाँ, thereafter rotate the milled vein, and then we need to rotate the milled vein. We have seen earlier the milled vein there, right? Wait a minute. Where is milled vein? Okay. Thereafter rotate the milled vein till 22. We need to rotate milled vein 22 number comes on lubber line. Okay. We need to rotate this to 22 line. 22 number comes, so that 22 number comes on this is the lubber line. Now then tightens the screw. In this way compass is set at 220 degree for march. हम 220 डिग्री पे हम चलने के लिए तैयार हो गए. आफ्टर सेटिंग द डिग्री ऑन द कंपास, after setting the degree on the compass should be kept on the palm and the prism should rotate till arrow on the dial comes in arrowhead direction. Now march in the straight direction of luminous strip which is marked above below hairline. Okay, on the compass dial. This will be correct direction of the move while keeping compass on the palm. One should remember that the tongue should remain in the front side. Now navigation party, the party which march in the night is known as navigation party. ठीक है. It consists of 3 sepoy. The sepoy who march in the front is known as guide. The one who is guiding the other two. Okay. He has white cloth on his back. After guide, the sepoy who keeps compass on the palm and control the direction of the march is known as navigator. After this, the third sepoy who is in the back, who counts the distance in foot, is called recorder. So first one sepoy, the sepoy who march in front is known as guide. Okay. Then the second sepoy whom controlling the direction of the march is known as navigator, and then another third one is recorder that counts the distance in foot is called recorder. Okay, night march chart. While preparing night march charts, one should remember following. The chart should be prepared on blank pages. The points and lines depicted in the chart should be made in destination. So these are the things. Okay, let's read. Now double line with shading so that one can see in mist light also. The chart should be prepared by light black pencil. The distance should be written in yards or meter. The magnetic bearing is to be used. You can take the screenshot also because you need to write this all in your paper. You need to learn this. The place of destiny to be shown on top of the chart, and place of start should be shown on the bottom of the chart. You have to remember this all. Okay. So the place of destiny to be shown on top of the chart and place of start should be shown on the bottom of the chart. Now what is grid system? The map prepared by the Survey of India for the army are curved with a network of purple lines which run from west to eastings, and from south to northings. These lines are known as grid lines. The grid lines are drawn parallel to each other. I have already told you earlier about this. Now other and these lines are two types, easting and northing. Whole country has been divided in big squares, and each square is equivalent to 10 lakh 100,000 yards. This big square has been further divided into small square. This square is equivalent to 10,000 yards. These small squares are further divided into small squares, and each such square is equivalent to 1,000 yards on both the ends. The lines which make such squares numbers are written. While writing grid, reference, comma and full stop are not used. Always count along the easting lines first, from west to east. Then from first you need to count along the easting lines, that is from west to east, and then from south to north along northing. Grid reference are of 3 types. Okay, grid reference are of 3 types: 4-figure grid reference, 6-figure grid reference, and 8-figure grid reference. I have already told you about this. Remember this? I have told you earlier, these are the eastings and these are the northings, and how to find the 4-figure grid reference. Okay, and how to write this B equal to this and A is this. Just go and watch this video. Okay, now understand what are these actually. Now 4-figure grid reference, the grid reference is used when in the grid square only one thing is depicted as in the diagram. The grid reference of I'm just looking where it is. The grid reference of anything like ABCD or anything P is 2183. Okay, 6-figure grid reference. In this grid reference, first 3 numbers are taken. In that first only one thing is depicted. That's why I have explained you this. In this grid reference, the first 3 numbers are taken. This grid reference is also taken like 4 figures grid reference. First, the square is selected and its each arm are divided in 10 parts by using scale. The number of each part is written. In this way, one number of easting and one number of northing is increased to 4-figure grid reference. In this way, a 6-number grid reference is made. As in the figure for P, 6-figure grid reference is written as like this. 8-number grid reference. This grid reference is used for depicting correct position of artillery guns. Now, what are cardinal points? North, south, east and west are known as cardinal points. Beside this, southeast, southwest, northwest and northeast are small cardinal points. If 0 inch is taken as north, then east will be 90 degree to north and south will be 180 degree and west will be 270 degree. Types of north oblique bearing. I have explained you in map reading test questions which most of the time come in B and C cert exam are of true north, magnetic north, grid north. Let's see what are these. Then true north, the direction of north pole from the observer. True north is constant. The angle between observer and north pole is known as true bearing. True bearing is calculated by finding out the relation of true north and grid north oblique magnetic north. Now, magnetic north. The needle of compass always shows the direction towards the north and it is shown magnetic north. The angle between the observer and the magnetic north is known as magnetic bearing. This bearing is measured from magnetic north by the compass on the ground. Grid north. The easting lines on the map which indicates direction towards upside is known as grid north. The angle between observer and direction is known as grid bearing. The grid bearing is measured on the map by service protector. Okay, we'll study another time the left portion. Jai Hind, thank you.